Yes, I am back with the season 5 finale. I cannot wait to get into this episode. Of course, I've just watched the previous episode, but for you guys it was yesterday. An interesting episode. We finally saw Pete and Rick butt heads over Jessie. I'm glad Jessie actually said yes to Rick as well. I said it in my review, but I'm glad that she decided to take action and be strong and be a survivor, which bodes well for her in the future in the Walking Dead world. We also saw Michonne shut Rick up. In no uncertain terms, she shut him down straight away. She knocked him out, I think, which I wasn't happy about, if I'm honest. I don't want to see a fracture in Rick's group. I don't want to see Michonne go against Rick because I feel like they're a good team together. They've gone through so much together. But at the same time, I don't blame Michonne for wanting to live in Alexandria and for it to be a place, a sanctuary, somewhere she can have a life. I don't blame her for that, and I don't blame Rick for being suspicious or cautious with the people of Alexandria either. It's like, I've got good arguments for both sides, and I'm just going to sit on the fence because it's the safe place to sit when I don't have a decision either way. I won't talk too much more about those because they were all in the last review, and no doubt we're going to see more of it in this episode, so I'll probably talk about it in this episode. A couple of things I want to mention which I forgot to talk about in my review. Firstly, the woman tied to the tree. Now, we saw she had a W on her head again. And we also saw another walker in this episode with a W on her head. Now, I'm thinking, because we saw that woman tied to the tree, and obviously she was tied there while she was a human, she wasn't a walker. Maybe that's why we're seeing these walkers with W's on the head. Maybe they were people at some point. Well, of course they were people at some point. What a stupid thing to say. But maybe they were just surviving in this world at one point, and they got caught by someone, and then this person, whoever caught them, etched a W into their head with a knife, and then tied them to a tree, or, did some other thing to them, which they then got killed, and they turned into a walkers. So I thought that they were etching W's into walkers' heads, when in fact they were etching W's into people's heads, and it just so happens they turned and they're wandering, and those W's still stay there, if that makes sense. I think I said that in a really long-winded way, but I'm sure you know what I mean. And whoever's doing it obviously isn't a good person, because like I said, in that last episode we saw a woman tied to a tree, and she had her guts eaten while she was presumably conscious and alive. So nobody good is doing that. I'm wondering who it is. I mean, it could be a character we've met before, but the only real person that we've met before that's unaccounted for, like I say, is Morgan, and I really don't see him doing something like that. Who else it could be? Probably a new character, probably a new bad guy, a new villain, because with everything going on at Alexandria, I mean, we've got a lot of cowards, we've got a lot of arseholes, but we've got no villains, so I'm guessing maybe they are setting up a new villain. The other thing I wanted to quickly talk about was the fact that Maggie hasn't actually told Rick or anyone, or at least I don't think she has, we haven't been shown it, about the conversation Gabe had with Deanna. And I'm interested to see what Rick's reaction to that will be. Presumably he can react to it now, because like I say, he could be locked in a prison this episode, or he could be kicked out. But if he is able to react, what is that going to be? Or even if it's not Rick, even if it's Carol. If Carol hears what Gabe said, will she do something about it? Because we know Carol, we know she is proactive, and we know that she will deal with a situation that needs to be dealt with. But again, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So, really short recap, because this is the finale. I want to get into this episode. I want to see what happens. I just hope that, for one, Rick doesn't get kicked out of Alexandria. 2, Michonne did that to Rick in order to save him from himself. She's still on Rick's side. 3, Jessie leaves Pete. And 4, nobody dies. I don't want any of our characters to die in this episode. We had Noah 2 episodes ago. So a finale where no one dies, which is quite unlikely, let's be honest, would be brilliant. That's what I want to see. And I want to see a conclusion to this whole Rick versus Alexandria arc. If he's going to settle, or whether he's going to go against the place like it seemed he was at the end of last episode. So let's get into it. This is the season 5 finale, and I cannot wait. Morgan! Yeah, boy? I love his theme as well. It's sort of like got a hopeful sort of feel to it. Isn't that the thing that he put on the altar at the church? Oh, who's that?
Looks good.
What's the W for?
Oh, fuck.
You know, the first settlers here, they put bounties on wolves' heads. Brought the natives into it. Made them hunt them. Didn't take them too long to kill them all. They're back now.
So what, that's like a bounty
Thoughts?
mark?
I used to put that down
Why?
because I want it.
Can I keep a little of it? Just to get me through a day or two, you know, just to keep me alive?
I'm taking you too. And you're not exactly gonna be alive.
But I can't allow you to take me away. I will not allow that.
Just be still.
Morgan's got some moves.
You should just go now.
No.
Check out Donnie Yen over here.
Just go.
Woo! Oh shit, here we go.
What's so funny?
It's like the train car. After the whole thing, I'm still there. I couldn't tell you about the gun.
No, you couldn't.
Oh, you wanted this place.
We had to stop being out there.
Well, we're here.
Where'd you get the gun? You took it, right? From the armory? That was stupid. Why did you do it?
Carol.
Just in case.
Carol's the best.
Deanna's planning to have a meeting tonight. For anyone who wants to.
To kick Rick out?
To try.
We don't know that. It is.
At the meeting, you say you were worried about someone being abused and no one was doing anything about it. You say you took a gun just to be sure that Jesse was safe from a man who wound up attacking you. You say you'll do whatever you want them to. Just tell them a story that they want to hear. Why? Because these people are children and children like stories.
Tonight, at the meeting, if it looks like it's going bad, I whistle. Carol grabs Deanna. I take Spencer. You grab Reg. Glenn and Abraham cover us. Watch the crowd.
We can talk to them.
Yeah, we will. If we can't get through, we take the three of them and say we'll slit their throats.
Like a Terminus.
No, we just tell them. They give us the armory, and it's over.
Gotta be honest, I was expecting Michonne to put up more of a fight with that plan.
Well, tonight is just a forum. It's just for people to say their piece.
And I'll make the decision as I've done since the beginning.
He was frustrated. The things he's seen.
Rick took a gun and he pointed it at people.
He didn't pull the trigger.
That's a metric? That he didn't pull the trigger?
Yes.
It is in this world.
Michonne stopped him, Deanna. Civilization starts when we stop running. When we live together. When we stop sending people away from the world and from each other. That's what I'm going to tell everyone.
I like Reg. Reg is a good guy. I think she's losing the will to fight, isn't she?
We have more cover now. All of them think you've been found out. But it's over.
Carol's like a criminal mastermind.
Why didn't you want to tell him we had more guns?
Michonne stopped you. She knocked you out.
I deserved it.
Well, it was stupid.
She's with us. Glenn is.
I didn't tell them about the guns just in case.
I don't want to lie anymore.
You said you don't want to take this place. And you don't want to lie? Oh, sunshine. You don't get both.
Carol is savage.
We checked the forest. We checked the roads. We can't find him.
If we do this now, it means we're giving up.
You saw it last night. There's bad people out here.
That's why we ought to keep looking for the good ones.
We come away with a trailer full of cans. I'd say that's a good trip.
Something's going to be in there. Fucking run. Oh, shit. Oh, someone set a trap. Well, I say someone, it's the people with the W's, isn't it? The people who are marking the people with the W's. That's anyway.
For a while, eh? Oh, maybe.
Trap, bad people coming, don't stay. Oh, shit. Fuck.
I could kill you right now. I could. I will. And then who would believe I did it because I didn't like you? No one. They'd believe you tried to hurt me. Definitely believe that.
Fucking Carol.
Come at me.
Come at me, bro.
No?
Little bitch.
Yeah? No. Play your cards right. Maybe you don't have to die. I want my dish back clean when you're done.
Fucking Carol, man. This episode in Carol, she has been savage as fuck.
This isn't my house.
Somebody's having a temper tantrum. It's a trap. That's that Nicholas, isn't it? He deliberately run over the fence where Glenn saw him. He's trying to lure Glenn into a trap. Thank you for watching The Walking Dead Weekend with me. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up because it helps me and it helps the channel grow. Also, if you've got any thoughts or theories about the episode, remember you can leave them in the comments section below. But please, no spoilers. If you'd like to support me even more than you do now, you can find me on Patreon, where for as little as $1 a month you can take part in Patreon polls or even get early access to my videos. And finally, if you want to keep up to date with the channel, you can find me on Twitter at TVandMeReacts, or you can subscribe.